These are my best altcoins for November. If you've been sitting on your hands right now, waiting for the 100Xs, you need to remember, this is where the gains are made. Some tokens that you're about to see will probably do 5, 10, 15, 20X or more by the time most people get involved. When you see the 50, 100Xs, that's a time to start taking profit, not a time to start getting involved. So without further ado, let's have a look. You can see that I posted a list a few months ago and this video went pretty well for my channel. I got over like 2,000 views. It was great. And most of the tokens in here are currently pumping. And I'm not taking profit on these tokens until 2025. As you can see, tokens that are called like Elrond at $21, which you can see in this video here. As you can see, it's the video called Buy These Altcoins Now for Life-Changing Gains. And guess what? Now it's at $41 and it is climbing. So that's almost a 2x already in just a few months. And we're not going to stop. You know, we probably won't stop on Elrond. We'll surpass $200 easily with this type of token. With the team, like it's hard. Elrond's just one of those ones, right? Next token, like Blockbank. You know, I spoke about Blockbank on Carl the Moon's show. That's where most of you guys know me from. I spoke on the show. I said, guys, check out Blockbank. You know, and since then, this year it's already up 169% and it continues to grow. And my personal bags are also filling up on this token. I'm at 14 grand so far. I only had a few grand in there. Now we're at 5 figures. No doubt next year it will probably be in that deep 6 figures, just from a small investment. And hey, I think it goes proofs in the pudding, as they say, right? Next, you're probably one of these 3 people. Number 1, you're invested in the list and you're currently sat on some serious profits on all of your bags. Number 2, you didn't get involved and you're wondering, okay, when should I start? I think you guys know the answer for that one. And number 3, you don't have the 100K to build a proper portfolio and you're thinking, should I trade to invest more? And I've been there. Right? I've been that person because at your stage, right, you might be at work, you might have a 9 to 5 and you might be trying to trade crypto to increase your income and hopefully one day quit your job. I've been there, right? You might be a business owner. You might be making 20, 30 grand every single month. And you're thinking, okay, you know, I want to invest, but I'm not too sure what I should be doing. And you don't really want to lose money because you've worked so hard on your business to get to this point. Or maybe the high level investor sat back, enjoying your food, maybe sitting on a beach somewhere and enjoying the profits from the business. Well, I have the answer for that, right? Long story short, when I first started this game, I was in a similar position to you at any of these stages that you've been in. Now, I've been the guy at a 9 to 5, been the business owner. Currently, I'm the investor, right? Just like the cash flow quadrant, EBSI from Robert Kiyosaki, right? One of the best-selling authors. And you need to remember that at each stage, there are things that you must do to level up and you cannot skip the process. I've got a video about this coming out this weekend, but in short, you need to play your position because 90% of lottery winners go broke. Even if you get 100x on a token, right? Even if you get a 50x or whatever on a token like Blockbank, great. You've made 6, 7 figures. You're at your 9 to 5. You quit your job. You think everything's great. And then you get hit with a tax bill. Then you try and invest in some other companies and they all fail. Then you try and start a business and you don't manage the business operations correctly. Maybe you spend too much on employees. Maybe you start a new startup and you don't know how to actually get customers. Maybe you're overpaying for some of your services and it all goes downhill. That might sound like a pipe dream, but that is the reason why most lottery winners go broke. You see, they win $20 million, $50 million. Some people even won over $100 million and they still lose it all. Why? Because of those same points I said. They still have broke habits. They don't know how to run a business. They don't know how to manage their finances. So they rely on other people who take from them. And for you, I don't want you to be that person. Whether you're an investor already, or whether you are a business owner, or whether you're just getting started, the steps for those processes, I will release a full video for that this weekend. And if you're struggling to make money, I've also put a link in this program, in this sheet, that you can download in the link in the description. And you'll see you'll get discounted access to some of our coaching programs where I will help you using the same side hustles that I used to use to make 15 to 20 grand a month. And I've got plenty of case studies, testimonials of other people doing even more than that. You know, one of my most recent students, Rufus, has moved to Thailand. He's making over 30 grand every single month from the same $500 program. It's crazy, right? But you guys are here for tokens. So without further ado, these are some of the tokens that I think have a lot of potential and that haven't pumped yet. First, we have World Mobile Token. Now, World Mobile Token is currently sitting above the cloud, which shows a lot of bullish momentum, and they're a real product, right? They build telecom companies in Africa. So this is one of the few projects with real potential, and they're developing in an emerging market. And as you guys know, Africa is an emerging market. Asia is an emerging market. We're moving from the West, right? The West right now, they ain't keeping up to date with crypto. They're not keeping up to date with tech. That's their choice. But these other third world countries, third world, are developing in this area. And World Mobile is supporting that ecosystem. So it's a very good project. It's got huge potential, and it hasn't pumped that much so far. I think it's up like a 2x from the bottom or something like that, but nothing compared to the potential. And as you can see, it's closed above this cloud area here, right? And whenever we close above that cloud here, that's called a Kumo retest, okay? That's when we break, we come down, we retest, and then that's a confirmation of the momentum. Exactly what we was talking about on yesterday's video, where we're talking about BTC, pulling back, retesting the levels which used to be resistance to support, okay? Resistance, now it's support, okay? It was resistance here. Now, it shows that it's full send time, okay? And that's what I think for World Mobile. Definitely a token to look out for. One inside of my portfolio, and I recommend you get it inside yours if you can afford it and you got money, etc. Right, next, Moonbeam. Remember, I was speaking about Moonbeam on Carl's show when we had this huge pump, which was crazy, and that was when we got listed. Now, one thing I did say was, anytime we get listed and a scam pump like this is what they call it, it doesn't mean that things are scam, it's just a saying, you call it a scam pump, right? That's because it was just the liquidity of the exchange coming on, right? There wasn't nothing through it. And as you can see, we refilled all of those levels. We double bottomed, and now we're continuing momentum. These are daily candles, which means every single day was profit. So deep that, take that in, right? Every day is green. So for the past month, it's nothing but profits, right? And Moonbeam has now regained the levels which we had from the highs here, from the listing on the new exchange. We have closed above the cloud. The two moving averages are now about to cross. The Chiku span, which is just a lagging indicator, is now above the cloud as well. And we are about to cross green on the cloud. Multiple bullish indicators showing that we are probably going to start rallying. I personally have entered the trade today. Well, I'm probably going to do it after this video. And I'm going to put a trade from here. I'm also going to put a few orders down here. And I'm going to put my stop loss way below here, way below this indicator here, right? Ideally, I would prefer it to be below the cloud, but with how much it's pumped, I probably won't be able to do that. I'll probably put it below this moving average here, okay, which gives me a nice cushion to let this baby run. Because when Moonbeam runs, as you can see from this one green candle, it's going to get sent. So you make sure you are strapped up, my friend, strapped up, okay? Now, next one is Frax FXS. This one is exactly the same. You see the patterns are looking very similar on these, right? Red to green, red to green. This one's red, it's already gone green. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for Frax. I'm just looking at the pattern. I'm saying, okay, Frax, we're inside of a accumulation range. We've been inside this for a while. So for months, if you go on Frax, you look at the daily chart, you go back, you're going to see we're inside of this range. We're still inside it, so this is more of a riskier trade. But this is one where you're looking for resistance, old resistance, okay, turning to support. Because usually when a token pumps, it doesn't just pump from the bottom and get sent straight out. Usually we come back inside the range slightly to build up shorts, to build up some people's longs, and then we get sent. And as you can see with Frax, when we was in this accumulation range before, it was blatant with the cloud, right? You're looking at the cloud, you're like, okay, cloud's too thick. We're not breaking out of this range. Now, the cloud is very small. So for me, I'm like, okay, I can build up confidence to say, okay, you know, again, lagging indicator Chico span above the cloud. Again, moving averages both crossed. Again, closed above the cloud. So this is another one where I can look and go, okay, as a spot buy, as a trade, again, great momentum, one that I can buy, hold, and sit on. Remember that December is going to be a bearish year for crypto. That's what they always say. Do I know for sure? No. Do I know that if I take a trade now that in December it's going to come down to these levels? No, right? So I have to be prepared. And the way I prepare myself for these is I get these entries now. I set nice long stop losses on my leverage trades, low leverage, 3 to 5x max. And then I let these babies ride until 2025, hopefully, right? Or as much profit as I can possibly make on these trades. So that's my mindset towards them. Remember, the portfolio that I've given you guys is for spot buys. So main portfolio, which right now is going crazy, spot buys, right? Altcoin portfolio, spot buys. But when there's opportunity to trade, like now on some of these tokens with the crosses, I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to hopefully use that to build up more of a portfolio. So that is the top tokens that I've decided to select for November. And if you want to see the full portfolio, make sure you check out this video here and subscribe to the channel for more. Peace.